Alrighty, welcome to another edition of Achievement College, my step-by-step guide to getting you that gamer score. This is Aussie Gamer 17, and welcome to my 100% walkthrough for Broken Age. Broken Age is on Game Pass, just recently came on a Game Pass. It's not a new game or anything like that, but guys, this game, I believe I'm right in saying, has 25 missable achievements. Now, I need to go back through my notes and check if that counts. There is one achievement for getting the rest of the achievements. So I'm guessing if one achievement is missable, so is that one. So I don't know if that's included in the 25. Either way, it doesn't matter, guys. That's a lot of missable achievements. I have been scouring the internet looking for videos, text guides of a full walkthrough that shows you how to get all of those achievements. I can't find one. But if you guys are looking for that, guess what? That's what you found. This is a 100% walkthrough. I have already beaten the game. I have played the game through a couple of times on another account. Made sure all the achievements pop, except for the speedrun. I haven't quite practiced the speedrun achievement yet, but that's going to be easy. We're going to beat the game in less than an hour for that achievement, but that's going to be the final video of the series, guys. I'm going to do 6 videos in this series. All up should take us around 5, maybe 6 hours, maybe less. I haven't added all the times together because there is, we have to play as 2 characters, and we have to play Act 1, Act 2 for one character, Act 1, Act 2 for the other character, and then we do a bit of a finale where we're playing a bit of a mix of both characters. So there's going to be 5 videos doing that, and then an extra video for the speed run. And yeah, like I was saying, guys, 100% walkthrough means I have practiced. I do know exactly what I'm doing, how to get all the missable achievements, because there are so goddamn many. So let's get started. We're going straight into a new game. There's no difficulty or anything like that. So just pick a save slot and head into the game. Now I'm also going to, in this playthrough, the first 5 videos, I'm going to include the story and things like that, guys, the cutscenes, all of that. Now here, right off the start, you can pick which character you want to start Act 1 with. But you will... Doesn't matter who you pick, you will have to come back and do the other one anyway. We are going to start with Shay. That is the male character over here on the right hand side. And to get things started, we just click anywhere over here on the right hand side of the screen. There are a couple of missable achievements right at the start, so we're going to get those as soon as we can as well.
I'm almost off.
Now this robot, I believe, is supposed to be Shay's dad, and he's talking to us through this orb here. We need to click out here just to get up. So click anywhere off to the right of the bed. I thought I did it the first time. Once you do that, these robot arms are going to help us get up. And they always will take us to get dressed and then take us to breakfast.
Easy, computer.
Oh, quit being so shy. I used to change your diaper.
Now, as I do with a lot of my walkthroughs, during my practice runs, I skipped all the dialogue that I didn't need, and I skipped all the cutscenes that I could skip, just so that when I do these recordings, I'm going through the story and finding out about stuff along with you guys. Now, here we are with the opportunity for the first missable achievement. You'll see down the bottom left-hand corner, we've got 2 options. We can agree to have this cereal, or we can say, yikes, no way. What we need to do is say no to all of the cereal until we are forced to have the final cereal, and that'll go through all of the breakfast options. So go, yikes, no way.
No way.
As soon as the next one pops up, click the first option, always choosing the option that would mean no.
I think I'd rather eat a bug.
Honey holograms.
No thanks, computer.
And just continue through them.
Yuck. You know I hate that.
Soylent dreams.
Ew, that sounds gross.
No, not in that kind of mood today.
Crispy bunches of space.
Man, that sounds horrible.
Brand blasters.
Ugh, take that away.
Strawberry comet trails.
Please don't take this personally, but no thanks.
Whole grain nutrient paste.
Are you kidding? Gross.
Yeah, that one does sound gross.
Yuck. Are you even trying, computer?
Galactic slime.
Keep going, keep going.
I think I'm allergic to that. aren't I?
Splarg?
Splarg? Seriously? Are you trying to make me unplug you, computer?
Oh, come on, you love Splarg.
Alright, now, we're going to get the first achievement for getting to the Splar, guys, but don't touch anything because we want to get our second missable achievement here.
Commander Shay?
That is the spoon talking to us.
Trading spoon today.
Do not touch anything.
Can't wait to start mission.
Okay, that's the first achievement,
So just
but we're already working on the second one.
with space fuel.
The spoon is going to continue to talk,
Something wrong, Commander Shay?
and eventually he's going to say, is something wrong, like he just did. And we're not going to touch the spoon until we get an achievement, guys.
We could send in a replacement, but I have to let you know I requested this mission specifically. I was on a waiting list for months. Even though you've been very hard on us spoons in the past, even cruel, I just wanted you to know that working with you has been my lifelong dream. Oh God, I'm so embarrassed.
Keep waiting.
But seriously, you should eat. Many important missions today. Okay. Shutting up.
Are you really?
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Keep going. I don't remember it taking this long in practice runs, but... Hey, there it is. Is something wrong? Still a rare achievement. Wow, hopefully the more of you guys that watch this and follow along, grab that achievement, let me know if it's still rare. Now, in the comments down below, that is. Now, what you want to do, before we do anything else, sorry, I'm going to explain another really long, drawn-out, missable achievement. And that is for using the spoon and getting different responses from the spoon by trying the spoon. But for those that don't already know, this is a bit of a point-and-click adventure. So we can click on the spoon to pick it up.
Sorry, Commander.
So now we have the spoon, and if we press the Y button, that opens our inventory, or we can go down to the bottom left-hand corner to open up our inventory. Pressing the Y button, though, is a lot quicker because it automatically grabs the spoon, and then we can use the spoon on different things in the environment. The first thing you want to do before you use the spoon on the cereal is use the spoon on Shay. So do that by pressing the A button if you're playing on Xbox.
Not myself.
And you...
Command, sir, but I'm up for anything.
And you'll see there that that made the spoon say something. I think it's 30 times we need the spoon to do that. 30 different things we need the spoon to say. So there's number one there. I'm not going to count all of them. I believe there are a little bit more than 30. I'm just going to show you the ones that I use to get the achievement. So if you're following along, you'll also get the achievement. Once we've used the spoon on Shay, we can now use the spoon on the bowl of cereal.
It's happening. It's really happening. Now, sir, I don't just serve food. I also serve up nutrition facts and eating encouragement. For instance, that last spoonful was exactly 7.1 calories. Did you? Uh-oh. Commander? Aren't you excited to see what the big deal is? Up on the fridge? No? Well then, want to know the viscosity of this morning's synthetic milk?
Not really.
Okay, computer. What's the big emergency?
I wish you'd call me Mom, sweetie.
I wish you called me Captain, computer.
Okay, Captain, sweetie. Let's get down to business. We are currently tracking multiple developing crises that need urgent attention. First of all, a massive avalanche has been reported on the planet Galactica. Second, there's a runaway train in System 7 that's headed for Spike Canyon. We've also received a mayday signal from the vessel Friendship Circle. They're under attack. And, uh-oh, this just came in. My sensors are reporting an entity of unknown origin has attached itself to the hull of this very ship. What are your orders, sweet, Captain?
Okay, guys, and here we are given our first real option of the game. This is going to happen many, many times. These are actually 4 different missions we can go on. They're only tiny little missions, and we do need to do some of these in a specific order in order to get some other achievements, Once again, lucky I'm doing this for you guys. Now, the first thing you want to do is choose better suit up and investigate that foreign body. Make sure you click on that one.
Better suit up and investigate that foreign body.
Ooh, I don't like you going out there. Let's use the safety suit.
Ah, come on.
What's with the scarf, I wonder? Why does it have a scarf on the safety suit? Now, the reason we chose this mission first, doing this mission gets us a little gift that we need for another long, drawn-out missable achievement that I'll explain shortly.
The foreign body must be very close by.
It is very close by, correct. Now, as with most of the game and most point-and-click adventures, you just sort of click on the screen where you want Shay to move to. So move to our right, and when you can, what you want to do is click on this plant-looking thing with the smoke coming out of it.
I found the object. It appears to be something organic in nature. Something's telling me I should stick my face right in.
I've never seen any of this. I've literally not seen that, but that is how we get the gift.
Got a special nutrition paste for you today.
Alright.
In a blanket.
I've never seen any of this either. I didn't know we ended up.
Ready for
Alright, I do know that this is where we end up back making our choice between the missions again.
Train, a spaceship under attack, and a mysterious object on the hull.
Well, we've already done that final one. Okay, the second mission we want to choose is the Avalanche. We need to help those Avalanche victims. Make sure you select that one
Need
next.
to help those Avalanche victims.
I knew you'd want to help them, sweetie. Plotting a course for planet Galactica.
Help! Someone help us! My toes are really chilly.
This is the massive avalanche?
It's worse than it looks.
Really? How?
It says Ice Cream Avalanche! Yay!
That's not worse.
Okay, once we're back in control, guys, press Y to go into your inventory. And what you want to do is select, using the D-pad, the gift, and you want to press X to open it up.
Puppy, puppy, puppy.
We are getting a remote control robot called Gary, so he'll be referred to as Gary from now on. And there is a long, drawn-out achievement where we need to find 20 different reasons Gary won't grab something. Whenever you try and use Gary, he's going to try and grab things, but there's more often than not, he won't grab, and you'll be given a reason why he won't. We need 20 different reasons. We're going to start right now. I'm going to press Y to get Gary out of our inventory. I'm going to use Gary on one of these creatures.
Nah, Gary won't pull them out. He's unsympathetic to their plight.
So he's unsympathetic to their plight. That's reason number one. Pardon the interruption, guys, but I just wanted to let you know that it takes a hell of a lot of work to make these guides and walkthroughs that I make on my channel. I need all the support I can get from you bloody legends out there. So please hit the join button to become a member of my YouTube channel, or you can join my Patreon by going to patreon.com/AussieGamers17. Thanks for the help, you bloody legends. And then, guys, we don't want to forget that we also want to use the spoon on different things. So we're going to use the spoon on the creature as well.
Here, take this spoon and dig yourselves out.
We don't know how to use it. Show us, brave hero!
And then what we're going to do is we're going to use the spoon on the ice cream next.
Take your time. Eating isn't a race.
Yay! What a brilliant idea! Look at him! Oh, so brave!
Now I want ice cream, damn it.
You're going to love this dinner pill. Fried chicken, kind of.
Chicken, kind of. Oh, God.
What mission should we go on next, sweetie?
Okay, and now we're going to choose our third mission. We are going to catch that runaway train. Make sure you select that one. these are important choices, guys.
Let's catch that runaway train.
Aye, aye, Captain Sweetie. To System 7.
Now, once we're in control here, guys, it is important that we are going to use the spoon and Gary on something called the Bridge Man, which is that sort of mountain-looking face right there. So once we're in control...
Especially because it seems so preventable. Doesn't anyone have any ideas?
Oh, we do, don't worry. Okay, so we're in control. We're going to use the spoon on the Mountain Man or Bridge Man.
I'm going to throw you at the bridge man.
I'm happy to volunteer for that suicide mission, sir. But I think if
After the dialogue, we're going to use Gary.
you lower or raise that bridge.
But how would we finish?
Okay, now we're going to use Gary on Bridge Man.
But if I just yell at the bridge man, I think he will lower or raise the bridge.
And then we're going to click on the Bridge Man. Now, this is very important for a missable achievement. Watch that guy in the yellow. As soon as he lets go, we're going to click on the Bridge Man again. As soon as the guy in the yellow on the left lets go, press it again so that we go falling into the ravine or canyon, whatever it is. Whoops. Well, we need a missable achievement. That's why we didn't save you. We're gonna fall on spikes, I think. Uh-oh. Oh. They're soft. Ooh, what was that?
Having fun? Huh? Who are you?
When you tire of child's play, when you're ready for real danger, come see me.
But
Tell no one. Do you understand?
okay. But
No one.
hey, wait. What?
Tell no one.
No discussion about it, young man. You need to rest.
And that was the achievement we were looking for. Whoops.
Computer, I'm fine.
Disrupted Shay's daily
No,
routine.
you have a delayed fracture. That can happen.
Delayed fracture.
It can't.
All missions are canceled.
It kind of can. Now, actually, if you had successfully completed 3 missions anyway, you would end up in bed after 3 missions, because that takes the whole day. Alright, once we're back in control, and you know that by seeing the cursor show up on the screen, we can click anywhere out here to get Shay up out of bed.
Weird. No missions. I can do whatever?
Oh, we got missions, Shay, just not those silly ones. Alright, once we are in control yet again, we are now going to use Gary on a few things. So the first thing we want to use Gary on is Shay himself.
Gary is programmed not to grab his master. It's one of the primary rules of robotics.
We're also going to use Gary on the spoon in the inventory, so you can try and combine things in the inventory. So use Gary
Gary doesn't
on the spoon.
things that can talk back.
We're then going to use Gary on the bed.
Feel like grabbing some shut-eye, Gary? Gary doesn't get that joke.
And we're also going to use Gary on this orb in the background where our dad or our mother was speaking to us earlier. See, it lights up when you hover over this orb. Make sure you use Gary on that.
Grab that any more than I do.
And now we're going to go into our inventory and we're going to swap over to the spoon. We are going to use the spoon on the bed.
Spoon's not sleeping.
I'm spit shined and ready for action, sir.
Then we're going to use the spoon on itself in the inventory. So make sure you press A on itself inside the inventory. Get that answer always, sir. You know you've done it right. Now, don't think this counts. I'm just going to use the spoon on the orb. I don't think I've ever done that before.
It doesn't work. They can't feel it.
Yeah, okay. See how you didn't get an answer from the spoon? That means that one doesn't count. Once we're satisfied we've used the spoon and Gary on certain things, we're going to move slightly to our right. And we're going to pick up this compressed air, this yellow container here. So click on that to pick it up.
Compressed air could be useful in an emergency. Yeah,
Now,
like we have those.
here's one that I don't think counts, but what we're going to do is use Gary on that compressed air in our inventory?
Gary doesn't want to grab that.
So that answer there, nah, Gary doesn't want to grab that. That's going to become sort of the generic answer for things that actually don't count towards that achievement. So once you've got that air, we're going to walk slightly further to our right. And in the background here, you're going to see this sort of vent, this grate covering an air vent or something like that. And what we're going to do is use Gary on that vent.
Nah, Gary doesn't like to grab things with weird little screws.
So that is another reason why Gary won't grab things. Then what we're going to do is use this key that's mysteriously in our inventory on opening this grate. I can't remember how we actually got this key, but anyway, open the grate with the key.
It works.
And we're going to pick up whatever that is inside the vent.
What's this?
By clicking on it.
It looks like an inflatable raft.
Then what we're going to do is we're going to use Gary on the inflatable raft.
Nah, Gary is uncomfortable with that material.
Gary's uncomfortable with that material. Now what we're going to do is in our inventory again, we're going to use our D-pad to select the compressed air, and we're going to use the compressed air on the inflatable raft.
Maybe this air tank has enough pressure to blow up this raft. Whoa, it looks like a blow-up doll of me. Creepy.
Creepy indeed. Okay, so now we have a blow-up, a Shay doll. Let's call it a Shay doll. We now are going to select Gary and use Gary on the Shay doll.
No, Gary worries his sharp embrace might be lethal to little lazy me.
That's a good reason not to grab. All right, now we need to head back to our left to where we can see our bed. And what we want to do is, once again, go into our inventory, grab the Shay doll, and use the Shay doll on the bed.
Hopefully, this looks enough like me to fool the warden.
Once we're back in control, we're going to go back to that vent and we're going to hop inside it, guys. Now, if you see an arrow like this, that means clicking there will make Shay move to the next area. There's a way to speed things up that I'll go over a little bit later on as well.
Where's my little angel? Oh, there he is.
Oh,
I think I almost lost you today.
we tricked Mum.
Tight little hero.
Man, computers are stupid.
Computers.
Whoa. How have I never seen this part of the ship before?
You came because you are done with children's games.
Yes. Who are you?
My name is Marek, and what I'm about to show you is no game. While you've been drifting through the universe, eating ice cream, playing with trains, war has been raging across the galaxy.
War? Between who?
Between the forces that every war is between the powerful and the weak, the tyrants and the innocent.
But who?
Does it even matter? There will always be war. We did not start it, and we cannot stop it. What we can do is protect the weak and rescue the helpless. Look at this distress signal I just received from a peaceful colony in the Talon Nebula. The helpless creatures you see have been imprisoned by forces of tyranny and may soon be executed.
But
Yes?
we have to save them.
Yes. Yes, we do. I'm pleased you feel as such.
We have to go tell the ship's computer.
No. You must tell no one on this ship what I have just told you. This ship is programmed with one function: to keep you safe.
Yeah, I noticed that.
To help these creatures, you will need to put yourself at risk in a way she could never understand.
No, you're right. She would never understand.
Who's she?
What can we do?
Oh, the captain or the mum.
We have to get to
The mum bot.
Nebula. take this star chart to the navigation room. I have an earpiece for you to wear, so we can stay in contact. Use that vent to avoid detection. Return immediately after you're successful. But quickly, young cub, we don't have much time.
Okay, now we're back in control, guys. We're going to click on this little event here to head through that. You'll see there, just after you click on the arrows like that, it turns into like a double arrow. If you click the double arrow, it'll just skip the animation of you going from place to place and just speeds things up a lot. When we have to do backtracking and things like that, I'll definitely do a lot of that.
Stay focused.
You can hear everything I say?
Yes. Please don't say anything embarrassing.
Alright, here we are in control. This is the, what's he called? The Space Weaver. Before we do anything with him, actually, we're going to go down this ladder. So click the arrow to go down the ladder. And we're going to grab Gary, and we're going to use it on this star chart, for lack of a better word.
He dislikes the texture of synthetics.
There we go. We've got another excuse for him not to grab something. He doesn't like synthetics or the texture or something. And now we'll go back up the ladder. And now let's just try Gary on the Space Weaver.
Hey, Space Weaver, want a little robot friend?
There is no room in the Space Weaver's life for friendship. He slides alone,
He slides alone.
across the warp of time, on an ever-shortening thread.
Yeah, that's cool. Gary's a loner too, so...
Don't know if you heard that. That's just my dog walking around. Okay, now I'm not sure if that actually counts towards the Gary achievement, but we make sure we do that one just in case. It's really hard to confirm exactly which ones do and don't work, guys. So we'll do that one just in case. Once we've used Gary on the Space Weaver, I'm going to open up our inventory, and we're going to use this star chart on the Space Weaver this time. Giving this guy these things is sort of like navigating and moving the ship to certain places.
Hey, Space Weaver, can you take me here?
With pleasure.
He'll weave out this map. There'll be more about that a little bit later. But once we've done that, guys, we can head back through this vent on the right-hand side.
Weave thrusters at viscosity. Spindle.
Alright, now we do need to go and talk to Marek, this guy here. He's going to set us up with this mission that's sort of like on a computer where we have to save those creatures in distress. We're going to do a save, a manual save in just a minute, guys, because if we miss any of these creatures, we will miss an achievement. So if we fail, we're going to reload to that save. But first thing we're going to do is go talk to Marek first.
We should be in the Talon Nebula now.
Great work, young cub. We're approaching the location of the distress signal now. This is worse than I thought. The good news is their captors have left them unguarded for the time being.
What can I do?
Here, take these controls. You need to lower the shields so the boom arms can be extended.
Wait for him to stop talking.
Go on, lower the shield.
Okay, now we're going to pause, guys, and we're going to go to manual save. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to choose an empty save slot, or any save slot that you can. If you don't have any empty ones, you have to overwrite one. Then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to make 2 manual saves here. So I'm going to use save 3 and save 4 for this. And this is in case we do fail and we have to reload one of these. And sometimes they overwrite with auto saves if you choose the wrong option. So I'm just going to make sure I have 2 saves so that we have a backup. Even though this particular spot is not going to be difficult, I just wanted to show you that that's sort of the process. Whenever I make a manual save, I do a backup manual save for certain things where we may need to reload in order to get a missable achievement. All right, go back to the game, and what you need to do is get your cursor and go and click on this green button up here. This is where I will explain what we aren't allowed to miss. You'll see the pink arm moving left and right, and down here in the yellow, you'll see the creature. We have a series of these to do, then they will get progressively harder and harder. Every time we press this pink hand button, it needs to grab a creature. If it misses, we're going to need to quit out to the main menu and load that manual save that I just had us make. We will make more manual saves every time we successfully do this. I'm going to overwrite those saves that we made so that we can continue on. But I won't show you all those saves. I've shown you the system and how it works, and just follow what I do now. Okay, so wait for the pink hand to be on top of the yellow creature, and ba-boom. And that is a successful grab.
Got it.
Great work, Shay. Now the boom arms will haul it in and place it in the auxiliary cargo hold.
I should go see if it's okay. No.
They must remain in complete quarantine for their own protection. And ours.
You mean our diseases might kill them?
You are wise for such a young cub. Now we must save more quickly before their captors return. Use the movement controls to position the ship.
And what you want to do here, guys,
Cargo booms can
is
grab
save yet again, because we've done a successful grab.
Go on, move the...
And once you've done 2 more saves, guys, what we want to do... Actually, this is the one where I didn't write in my notes. We're going to use these arrows to move and find that creature. We're going to go up. And then we're going to go to the right.
creature you must trust.
Just once. So up once, right once. And get ready to grab this creature. Wait for the arm to be in the right spot. There we go. And that is successful grab number 2.
Got another one.
Great. Now just place it in the cargo hold and... Oh no.
What is it?
Hostile forces have been detected nearby. They're coming in our direction. We need to retreat.
Not yet. There's still one more to save.
No time. We have to pull out immediately or we'll be destroyed.
No! You didn't tell me I'd have to pick who lived and died.
You want to be a grown-up? Get used to making tough decisions. No time to mourn. There's another distress signal. This one's from Danger System 5. Are you up to it? Shay, are you the master of your feelings or are they the master of you?
Give me the star chart.
Okay, so we've got 2 successful grabs out of the way. There are more to come, guys, but we have to do a few other things before we do that. For now, we're going to move off to our left and go through the vent again. And we have to give the Space Weaver the star chart that we were just given. So that's going to be the first thing in our inventory. We're going to give it to the Space Weaver.
Hey, Space Weaver, can you take me here?
We shall be there in no time.
And once he takes us there, guys, we go back to the computer and we start doing the grabbing again. And we'll do another bunch of saves or another group of saves
Okay, we should be in Danger System 5.
to make sure we can get this achievement.
Take a look at this.
So as soon as we're back at this screen, do your saves. And once you've done that, guys, get your cursor, press the green button in the top left. Wait for the arm to be on top of the purple creature. And ba-boom. Make sure you do your 3rd successful grab.
Subject in cargo hold.
So yeah, make sure you save again. Now we need to press left once. And then we need to press up once.
Move the ship.
And get ready to grab the creature. Once again, these ones aren't moving, so it's quite easy. Make sure you do a successful grab. For this one, guys, make sure you do those saves again. Then press up twice.
Go on. Move the ship.
And then you'll be in position. Get ready with the arm. And boom. Another successful grab.
Hurry, we're running out of time.
Save again if you want to. Now we're pressing the up arrow. And I believe we're going to press the right arrow twice.
Look into your heart, young cub.
Now this one is moving.
Careful.
Another good reason why we have saved things.
Just push the button.
And there we go. That is obviously the hardest one so far.
What do you mean that's enough?
I mean, enemy ships are approaching.
I don't see anything. I need to save this last one.
You're going to endanger the whole mission to save one creature?
Just give me a second.
Waste of time.
Alright, when he says that we need one more, we're going to press down.
It's just one creature.
Ooh, okay, this has changed. Okay, we're going up. I think it's down twice normally, okay?
It's not worth the
Or it was for me last time, so we're gonna go up twice maybe.
enemy ships are getting
Either way, just find it, do your saves if you need to, and then get ready to grab this final creature. Get a successful grab there, as long as you haven't missed any.
But something's wrong.
cut it loose. We need to retreat before.
Attention, ship is under attack.
What happened?
Not sure where that achievement pops,
Enemy
but there
vessels
should be an
I
achievement
warned
for
you
this.
about, remember?
We need to get that last creature.
Too late. The ship is retreating under autopilot to a safe location. And we're completely locked out of the controls.
How are we going to perform any more rescues?
We'll have to find another way to hack into the boom arm controls.
Ah.
Bring the shields down at the right time. And who knows if we'll be able to navigate to the right system now that the ship's on high alert.
The ship's computer must be freaking out right now.
Oh, yes.
I know bits and pieces about the story, so I'm trying not to say anything to spoil
You
anything.
and your
Oh,
Shay, are you hurt?
why would I be hurt?
Oh, thank goodness. Don't worry, sweetie. Something attacked the ship, but Mommy's taking care of it. Nothing to worry about, okay?
Well, that's good.
So brave.
Whew. Better get back to Marek to hear his plan.
Okay, and I just checked my notes, guys. I was remembering this very wrong. We don't get that achievement yet. There's still a lot more of those rescues, or a few more of those rescues to do before we can get that achievement. And once again, I'll tell you where to save and everything like that. Okay, we're going to go back in the vent. And we need to speak to Marek again. Head over to Marek, click on him to speak to him.
Any luck with the ship's controls?
No, but we intercepted a new distress signal, this time from Prima Doom.
Okay, once we've got options here, we're going to go through certain bits of dialogue. We're going to ask, how are we going to take down the shields?
How are we going to take down the shields?
I have a plan. The shields require so much power, they have a dedicated source. This fusion orb. Take this Omicron inhibitor and place it over the fusion orb. And when the time is right, we'll turn it on and turn off the fusion orb.
Along with the ship's shields. Got it.
I'm not going to make any jokes about the name of that particular item, guys, with what's going on in the world right now. What we're going to do next is we're going to select how are we going to control the ship's cargo boom
How are we
arms.
going to get control of the ship's cargo boom arms?
We'll need to attempt a manual override. The manual boom arm controls are located here. You can get to them through the ship's airlock here. I've hacked the airlock door so you can now open it without alerting the Overmother.
The Overmother. Okay, and the next one is the distress call was from Prima Doom. How do we get
The
there?
distress call was from Prima Doom? How do we get there?
Same as always. Take this star chart to the Space Weaver and hope for the best.
Okay, now we want to leave the conversation. We can either press the B button or select this bottom option.
I'd better get back to the mission.
Both do the
Yes.
same
Our
thing.
window of opportunity won't last forever.
Before going any further, though, I'm going to use Gary on Marek.
Hey, I'll bet my friend Gary could work the boom arm controls.
You know that's not a bad idea. If we could somehow insert him into the manual boom arm control mechanism.
We'd have a man on the inside. Neat.
Very neat.
Now, once again, I'm not sure if that counts towards the Gary achievement, but it does sort of help out with the story a little bit. Now I'm going to go in my inventory and I'm going to use the spoon on Marek.
Would a spoon help?
Very little.
And once again, I'm not sure if that counts towards the spoon achievement, but I'm just showing you things that I've done and the achievement eventually pops, guys. So That may not be necessary. What is definitely necessary is that we use the spoon on the inhibitor, these headphones that we got given. Use the spoon on that.
Nice to shut him up, but I'd better save this for the fusion orb.
Shut up, whom?
There we go. Shut up, whom is one of the dialogues that we needed. And I actually have not practiced this one, guys. I have not tried to use Gary on the inhibitor, I don't think. So let's try that.
Gary doesn't
Okay, you can see that one didn't really count. But oh well, I thought it was worth a try. With that all done, guys, we're not going to go through this vent here. We're going to go to our left and we're going to head through this door here. That would have previously been unlocked and should now be open. We're going to continue to our left. This is, I guess, Marek's bedroom. If you click on this, Shay will mention it.
Wolfhair. This must be where Marek sleeps.
And on the far left, we've got another little crawl space we're going to crawl through. Okay, this would be what we call Shay's trophy or memorabilia room. What we're going to do now is we're going to use Gary on any item here. You'll see if you click on any of these items with Gary.
Gary doesn't like to grab things of a personal nature.
You'll get that reason why Gary doesn't want to grab it. And you'll see if you click on any of these other items.
Gary doesn't like to grab things.
You get the exact same reason. So we don't need to do more than one here in this room. Next thing we want to do, though, is we want to look at this blue little doll / suit thingamajiggy. So grab that.
Hey, the helmet comes off. Ah, my first hazard suit. Kept out Omicron radiation and kept in diaper leaks.
Now that we've got that suit, guys, this door over here on the far left is a teleporter. I would refer to this as the red teleporter because you can see the door has these red lines on it. If you click on it, you'll open it up. And what I mean by teleporter is once you step through it, it teleports you to a certain part of the ship, this being the teleport nexus that we're going to. So click again.
Hey, my head.
Now, going one way through these teleporters makes your head smaller.
Yeah, you just used a teleporter.
Why did my head shrink?
Quantum physics. Duh. Don't worry, it'll all go back to normal when you take the trip back through me. Big baby.
And as it explains there, if you make a return trip, your head will go back to normal, but we actually need to make our head smaller. That has its reasons at the moment. Okay, from here we're going to head out and to our left, guys. This, actually, I'll just show you quickly. This is the teleporter nexus. We've got the red teleporter we just came through, a yellow teleporter, and a blue teleporter. More on that later. For now, we're going to head to the left, and there's a door that you can't see just to the far left. We'll go through that door. We'll end up in, I guess this is called the like command deck or something like that.
Son, I'm not sure it's safe enough for you to leave your room.
Tired of being a prisoner in my room. I'm sick of being a prisoner on this ship.
I know, son. I know it's hard. You've given up so much. Listen, I'd like to tell you a story. A story of another person your age. A young girl. She wanted to live a normal life, but she was chosen. She was honored with a special duty. Some people would call it a sacrifice, but what she didn't realize at the time was that it was a great honor.
Please. I've heard the story of the sacrifice girl a million times. I know the ending. The sacrifice girl is you, right?
What I'm trying to tell you is that I made a hard choice, but I regret nothing because...
Great story, computer. I'm sorry they programmed you with someone's sad memories, but I have to go.
You know the truth deep down, son. And I know you'll appreciate my words someday.
Uh-huh. Brother.
Okay, once we're back in control, guys, we need to head to the top left and go through this brown type door here. That red door heads back to the Space Weaver. For now, we want to go this way. So go through the door on the top left. And this room here with the big spoon picture is the kitchen. We want to go into the kitchen. Here in the kitchen, guys, on the bottom left-hand corner here, you will see a knife next to where we must have got our spoon. We're going to pick up the talking knife.
Can Can't believe she'd leave something this dangerous lying around.
What's that?
Nothing.
Nothing to see here. Okay, go into our inventory. We are going to use the spoon. So select the spoon and use it on the knife in our inventory.
Sir, we don't work well together.
Sounds like someone's worried about getting cut again.
I like the voice of the knife, by the way. Okay, back into our inventory. This time we're going to select Gary, and we're going to use Gary on the knife.
No, Gary doesn't like to grab things that aren't child-safe.
Gary knows what's good for him.
Okay, now we're going to exit the kitchen. We're going to go to our left just to try and go into this door here.
Hey.
Just to get a little bit of dialogue.
Come in here. I'm working on a surprise for you.
What is it?
Nice try.
Alright, once we've got that done, head back to our right. And we're going to go back through the door that we first came through to get towards the kitchen. Okay, we're going to head around to the right past the Space Weaver door. And we're going to go to the top right hand corner where we'll see this blue door. We're going to go in the blue door this time. Here in this hallway, guys, we're going to go in the first door we see with the big ice cream thing on it. This is going to take us to that ice cream avalanche room. So make sure you go in there. And before we do anything, we want to make sure we use Gary on a few different things in here. So we've got Gary selected. We're going to use Gary on this sort of section with the biscuits or whatever they're called and the banana. Make sure you use Gary there.
Gary is worried
or
about
attempt
an
to.
avalanche if he grabs that.
And then we're going to use Gary on the truck up in the top of the screen. Use Gary on the truck.
Gary prefers to grab frozen yogurt.
And one more thing we're going to use Gary on here is this blue sort of thing sticking out of the snow here, or the ice cream. I think it's called the whipped cream gun. We're going to try and use Gary on it.
Nah, Gary thinks that's too messy to grab.
And actually, one thing that isn't in my notes is using Gary on these guys. Have we already done that? Is that why? No, okay, so that doesn't count. What we then want to do is use the spoon on the whipped cream gun.
I don't need a spoon. It dispenses directly into the mouth if I want it.
Everything's more sanitary with a spoon.
We got some dialogue from the spoon. Once we've got that dialogue from the spoon on the whipped cream gun, because this is, that was missable. Once we've done that with the spoon, we can now pick up the whipped cream gun.
It's a whipped cream gun. And it's mine.
All right, that's all we want to do in this room for now. So we're going to go back out and we're going to double click here so that he exits a lot faster. And now we're going to continue to head to our right. Oops, keep going right. And this room here is called the Hug Attack room, the room with the big smiley face, weird looking thing on the front of it. We're going to go in there. And here we need to use Gary on a few other things. So select Gary. We need to use him on these controls. Now there's controls there, and there's controls there, and there's controls there. They all do the exact same thing. So just select any one of them, use Gary on one of them, and Gary will say the same thing whichever one you choose.
Gary likes grabbing controls, but not fake ones.
Then we want to use Gary on these bean bags in the background here.
Gary doesn't like to grab things that might pop.
We wouldn't want to do that. And then we want to use Gary on the creature in the foreground.
Gary doesn't give hugs.
Gary doesn't give hugs. All right, now we can speak to this guy in the middle of the room. And when we've got that, we obviously want to choose, hey, can we run the attack mission protocol?
Hey, can we run the attack mission protocol?
Sure. I think I know what you need.
All right, this is one of the missions from the very start of the game that we didn't do. we've just we've sort of started it manually.
I found one of the crew.
And to do this, we just need to go up to this guy and speak to him again.
What happened here? From an enemy vessel or an alien creature?
And we need to do this to grab an item for
Did you
completing
attack
this mission.
yourselves in a fit of space madness? Yes.
Oh god. That was not right. Okay. And that'll put us back up the top, and we need to speak to this guy yet again. We're going to be given some dialogue options. We need to make sure...
You can drop the act.
It's not an act! I think I pulled a muscle in that last attack you gave me! My back is killing me!
And
we need to make sure that we select, hey, maybe I can fix your back.
Hey, maybe I can fix your back.
Really?
Yeah.
This is going to get us something called the crochet hook. I think that's how you say it. We need that a little bit later.
You're welcome.
As soon as we are... Oh, okay. Now you can just go, well, I got to go, or you can press the B button.
Oh, I gotta go.
And once we're back in control, we are going to use Gary in our inventory on the new item, the crochet hook.
Nah, Gary doesn't grab things that might snag.
Okay, once we've done that, guys, we're going to head up through the door and exit. Double tap to speed things up. And we're going to go through the final door to the right. In here, you're going to find this bin in the top sort of center of the screen. That is a trash can or a bin, depending on where you live. That room takes you through to the train mission. We've already done that, and we're banned for life, actually. But what we want to do now is we want to use Gary on the trash can or on the bin.
Nah, Gary doesn't like to grab trash.
Alright, once we've used Gary on the bin, we're going to head to our right. And see this moon door. Oh, okay, we've already got the Gary achievement. That popped earlier for me here. Okay, so I'm still going to show you a few more Gary reasons why you won't grab things to continue to get that achievement. That popped earlier than I thought it was going to. We've still got a few things we are going to use Gary on, but good to know that you can get the achievement that early. Okay, we're going to go through the moon door. And if you continue through here, we're going to go to an airlock, and we want to go out through the airlock. Once again, you could double tap these things to speed it up. I don't know when I'm trying to talk to you guys and explain things. It gives me a little bit more time and space. Space as we head out into space. Now, if you haven't got that Gary achievement, here's an opportunity. What you want to do is you can use Gary on Shay.
Man, he is just dying to grab something.
And then you also want to use, hang on, where is it? Gary on, oh no, whipped cream gun on Shay now, not Gary. So get the whipped cream gun, use it on Shay. So we're actually going to lose Gary soon. So there's only a few more Gary things left, or a couple Gary things left. Or maybe none. We're about to find out. No, there is a couple of Gary things left. Okay, and then we want to use the compressed air on Shay. Just trying to read my notes to figure this out while we go.
Let's see if this fits. Come on.
All right, we're basically turning Shay into a flying astronaut or something like that. Now we can use Gary on the hose as well if you still don't have that achievement. I think this is where it popped for me on my practice run.
And Sally instead of a grabbing Gary. I could be free. No offense, Gary.
Okay, so Gary doesn't want to cut the hose. Oh wait, we've got a knife, so we're going to choose the knife from our inventory and we're going to use that on the hose.
Here we go.
Now what we can actually do is find this arrow pointing up, and you can press that, and Shay's actually going to fly now. Somehow it makes sense. Don't worry about that arm.
I'm free in space.
Now what we want to do is actually head over to the left-hand side of the screen, but this pointy antenna thing will be in our way, so we need to go up and over it, guys. So just click the top part of the screen till you get up over that point, and then you can go to your left, and you may want to go down a little bit.
Those things are huge.
Down here, Shay. And then we want to go over to our left to this wall over here, the boom arms manual control. When you get the little arrow, click on that to go over to the boom arms. Now what we can do, another thing we can use Gary on is this hatch right here, this sort of black and yellow striped hatch. I suppose you could use him on these knobs too.
But his grabbing claws are too thick to pry open that hatch.
And then I think maybe using him on this hatch might give you a different area. No. Okay, so both give you the same answer. Now we're going to try and use the spoon on the hatch. This is important that you use these in this order. So use the spoon on the hatch.
I need something really thin to pry it open.
Well, at least now I finally know what your problem is with me. I'm too fat. Fine. You know what?
So we get some more spoon dialogue. And once we've got that spoon dialogue, we can then use the knife on the hatch. It's very important that you do it in that order, guys.
Let me try to... Oh, hey. Uh-oh. No, not the face. Or the neck. Or the body.
Free to
And off goes the knife.
void of space itself.
Bye, knife.
Phew.
Nice knowing ya.
That's a relief for a lot of reasons.
Alright, now, you must have the Gary achievement before you do this, guys. The, I forget what it's called already, but yeah, you must have that Gary achievement because we are about to lose Gary. We won't be getting Gary back so that we can work on that achievement any further. But as long as you're following along, you should definitely have that achievement. And once you do, now what you want to do is use Gary on the open hatch.
I think Gary wants to grab that. Okay, grabbing Gary. It's hero time. Don't be scared. Well, go ahead. Grab the controls. Oh, yeah, I have the button. Engage. Good boy.
Attaboy, Gary, attaboy.
Hey, that's enough, Gary. We don't want to attract attention just yet. You sit tight here, and I'll push the button again when it's go time, okay?
Okay, now that we've done that, we can move away from the controls. Off to our right, and we want to make our way back around the big antenna. That's just a story-related achievement, not
You
missable.
were the best present ever.
Alright, so we want to get back around this big pointy antenna, guys. Okay, so we head out to the right, and then we're safe to go down. Don't worry about that ominous music. And once we land down here, guys, we want to go back down through the airlock. And we're going to go back into the next hallway, off to our left, through this door here. Once we're in this doorway, guys, this is the blue teleporter that's going to take us back to the Nexus, and at the same time, it's going to make our head a little bit smaller, which is something we need. So we're going to go through this teleporter.
There ain't no time.
Okay, now my head is just getting ridiculous.
Oh, you wait.
You went through 2 teleporters without a return trip, didn't you? You're playing with fire, kid.
And now we're going to go through our third teleporter, because now we've done the red teleporter, we've done the blue, now we're going to go through the yellow teleporter. Right from the Nexus here.
To the fusion orb containment facility. Here we go.
I think that's all my head can take.
You need to make a return trip through me right away, Shay.
In a minute.
We'll do that eventually, but before we do anything else, guys, our head is now small enough that we can put on this helmet. So select this in your inventory and click it on Shay.
A little snug, but I think it will work. I'm not sure how long I can stand the spoiled milk smell, though.
And then we want to head down this hall here, guys, to our left. Make sure you don't go back through the teleporter just yet.
Omicron radiation levels. Full radiation shielding necessary to proceed.
Lay it on me.
I don't think you can do this without the helmet on. I'm not sure, actually. I haven't tried.
Goodbye.
Oh, maybe I did in my first playthrough. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter because we're going down through here, guys. Through that blue sort of looking door. Down the bottom of the screen. And find this fusion core. I think it's called the fusion core. Okay, once you're here, guys, make sure that if you haven't already, you've used the spoon on the inhibitor. I think we did that earlier.
But I'd better save this for the fusion orb.
Shut up, boom.
Yeah, make sure you've done that if you haven't already. Then what you want to do, use your inventory, grab out the headphones or the inhibitor, and use it on the core, the floating sort of crystal orby looking thing right there. Use that.
Easy does it. There. Fusion orb. Inhibited.
Not quite. We won't activate the Omicron inhibitor until we're ready to take the shields down.
And when will we be ready?
As soon as you get this ship to Prima Doom.
Check.
Okay, so that's the next thing on our list of things to do is to get the ship to Prima Doom. Exit through the bottom of the screen. We'll get a story-related achievement. And we actually want to exit to the far right here. So we're going to double-click where this arrow is here. Oh, it's one of the ones that we can't double-click because there's some sort of... Oh, this has to happen on the way through. All right, we need to go to the Space Weaver in order to get to certain locations, don't we? So we're going to exit through the teleporter or go back through the teleporter.
Teleporter, activate.
May I teleport you to the Nexus?
Yes, please. This is going to make our head return to normal, which will destroy the helmet, which we don't need anymore. Ba-boom.
Head normalization expedited. You're welcome.
Head normalization.
Quantum physics.
It turns out that whole head shrinking thing was just faulty wiring. One more trip and that head would have popped right off. So again, you're welcome.
Alright, once we're back in the teleport nexus, we need to head all the way to the left and out this door that we can't see. Alright, and we need to go to the Space Weaver room, which I've pointed out this red door before takes us there. Now, guys, once we're here, in just a sec, we're going to speak to the Weaver, and we're going to try and get him to take us to Prima Doom, but he won't agree to it. When he doesn't agree to it, we're going to hop down the ladder, and we're going to use the crochet tool to actually change what he's weaving in order to navigate us to where we want to go. Before we do that, head into your inventory and just look at the Prima Doom star chart. So the Weaver will not agree to take us here, but we're going to change the configuration. Now, you don't really need to know all this because I'm going to show you exactly what to do, but I'm just showing you how we get the answer before I show you the answer, okay? So that's basically the answer, taking a look at that. Okay, so we're going to talk to the Weaver. Hopefully that'll all make sense in a second, guys.
Right away. Prima Doom.
See, we're going to try and get him to take us there.
That system is forbidden due to likelihood of hostile activity.
But it's an emergency.
Sometimes safety is the most exciting adventure of all. Might I suggest somewhere safer, like Puppy Planetoid, Cozy Cluster, or maybe somewhere in the Smile System?
Now, if we choose the Cozy Cluster, that's going to be the easiest one, I believe, to turn into, whatchamacallit, I forgot the name of it already, the place we want to go. So, choose this option. Fine. Cozy Cluster it is.
Fine.
As soon as you're back in control, guys, we need to go down the ladder and be quick. Okay? So, as soon as we can, go down the ladder, click on the chart here, and put these crosses, sorry, don't click on the chart, use the crochet tool on the chart, and put crosses here, top left, bottom left, and right there in the middle, and then back out of there. Alright, we can back away. the Weaver. As long as you've done that quick enough, guys, he's going to end up taking us to Prima Doom. That's the name of it, Prima Doom. He's going to have a bit of a meltdown. If you didn't do it right, guys, you just go chat to him again and do it all again and just be a bit quicker.
What's that? I seem to be out of yarn. Humiliation, 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 humiliation.
Wow, he took that really hard.
He did not like that.
Space Weaver, as soon as I rescue those helpless creatures, we'll get out of Prima Doom.
Alright, now we're going to be doing that rescuing the creatures again, where we aren't allowed to make any mistakes, guys. Otherwise, we'll have to reload. And I'm actually going to make my manual saves right here, just in case. So do what I did earlier in the video and make another 2 manual saves in the same location. Alright, head to our right through this vent. Head over to Marek. To the right further. Sorry guys, I was just reading my notes. Go speak to Marek.
We're all set for the rescue mission, but enemy forces seem to be aware of us already.
I'm ready. Let's do this quickly.
Affirmative. The controls are yours.
Okay, once in control, guys, we're going to press the green button on the top left again to raise the shields. This works exactly the same, even though the buttons just look slightly different, guys. And again, if you make a mistake, load up that manual save we just made. There's the first one.
Well done. Now the next one.
With the first one done, what you want to do is press the up arrow twice.
Go on. Move the ship.
And here we go with the second one. Just waiting for it to be in the right spot. There we go. Far right seems to work for me, guys. I've been practicing that. No, we're not. We're not pulling out.
I need to save this last one.
Don't make the same mistake you did last time, boy.
You said you trusted my instincts, right?
I don't understand. What is it about this creature?
I don't know, but it's important.
From here, guys, we're going to press the right arrow 3 times.
It's just one creature.
I believe it's always the same, although that other one was different for some reason. And then we're going to press the down arrow once, and we are going to get this right. I'm waiting for it to line up on the far right. There we go. And as long as you got them all right, we should get that achievement I was talking about earlier.
I have no idea. Evasive maneuvers.
Attention, ship is under attack.
I can't see her anymore.
There it is. Okay, so that's where it pops.
We need to move you to a safe
Flawless execution. You need to make sure you got that. Otherwise, you're going to need to reload those manual saves and try it again, guys. Oh boy, Marek just got squashed.
somewhere safe.
Attention, critical breach in outer hull.
I can fix this.
No.
Shay, there you are. Something's happened to the ship, but don't worry. Your father's gone out to fix it. Shay, where are you going? It's not safe. Shay!
Apparently we're going out to fix it too. I've never seen any of this. I've got no idea what's going on here. That doesn't look good though. It's the scarf. That's what saved us. Definitely the scarf. Oh boy. See, the helmet fell off, but we still got the scarf, so we're okay. And somewhere around here, guys, that is going to be the end of Shay for Act 1. I think originally when this game released, it released in acts. And here we are going to be at the start of Act 1 for Valor now. So that, guys, is going to be the end of the video. I want to thank you all so much for watching. In the next video, we're going to do Valor Act 1. I hope you found the video helpful. We're going to get all the missable achievements like I explained at the start of the video. That's video 1. 5 more to go, and we'll have all of the achievements. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give us a thumbs up, post a comment, subscribe if you haven't already and you want to see more achievement guides. Please come and support my channel by becoming a member here on YouTube or supporting me over on Patreon if you can. If you can't, that's fine too. Just watching, commenting, liking, subscribing helps the channel as well, guys. I really appreciate it. Heaps more Game Pass guides coming. I'm like so pumped. It's my big thing I want to work on here in 2022 is I want to get as many Game Pass guides as possible on the channel. So once again, thanks for watching, guys. There's the bell. You thought I'd never shut up, but there's the bell. You know what that means. Class dismissed.